Hello and welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to make this video to show you how easy it is to make your own apple cider vinegar. So apple cider vinegar, which has long been touted for its health benefits, is not all created equal, and there was some talk recently on a forum that I'm on that one of the very famous brands which has long been relied upon has been bought by new owners and they've diluted the vinegar, so it's not as good as it used to be. So you can get around that by making it yourself. It is really easy. You're just literally going to take apple peelings, apple cores. I'm just using whole apples here because I didn't have any peelings to hand. I don't really eat much fruit, but I do like fermented apples definitely, and I love cider vinegar. So it's very good for you. So if you're in a fasted state, you can put 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in a glass of water and drink that during your fasting window, which will give your beneficial bacteria something to be feasting on while you're fasting. It's not all apple cider vinegar is created equal. You want one with the mother in it, which is the natural enzymes and beneficial bacteria. When you see the the sliminess at the bottom of a bottle that you buy, that's what you call the mother. So these apples are organic, which means I didn't even need to worry about washing them because I know they haven't had anything sprayed on them. So literally chop up your apples quite roughly like that, and then we're going to put them into this glass jar which I've sterilised. So you can take apple cider vinegar before your meals. You 1 to 2 tablespoons diluted again in a glass of water has been shown to reduce appetite. So in one study it was shown that taking apple cider vinegar before a meal increased feelings of fullness. So it was really useful for people who were trying to lose weight. And over a 12-week period, they did 2 groups, one who wasn't taking the vinegar, one who was. And they found that not only the people who included the apple cider vinegar in their diet experienced greater weight loss, but also a greater reduction in their hip circumference, their body mass index, and their triglycerides level compared with the control group. So apple cider vinegar is a simple and accessible tool with profound benefits for your weight loss, your metabolic health, and your longevity. So when paired with fasting and a healthy lifestyle, it can transform your health journey. So you start with small, consistent doses, track your progress, and enjoy the cascading effects of this magical elixir of health. Completely natural, so super good for you. Right. It's a fermented food, and as you know, I love fermented foods. They are very good for our gut. And if your gut is happy, everything else will be happy. So you've literally chopped them up roughly, fill up the jar. Doesn't need to be all the way to the top. You want to leave a little bit of room because that's going to start to bubble when it ferments, and you don't want it to be bubbling over. You're literally going to pour some spring water or filtered water over the top of those pieces. Like so. So you want your cider vinegar when you're purchasing it to be unfiltered, organic, containing the mother, the natural enzymes and the beneficial bacteria, and you want it to be packaged in glass because metal will be corroded by the vinegar, and plastic, we don't know what the vinegar might do to the plastic, and you don't want any nasties ending up in the end product. So there we go. So what I'm going to be doing each day is just giving that a bit of a stir. So I don't want it to be tightly packed like it would be if I was making sauerkraut. I want there to be some room in there. And we are literally going to pop a weight on the top just to make sure everything's staying underneath the level of the water. Nothing else needs to be added. It's literally just apples and water. You put a piece of cloth over the top. Now my apples were pretty sweet to start with. These are eating apples. If you're using really sour apples, you could add some sugar to that. to give it a bit of a head start to get the fermentation process started, but I don't like adding sugar and I don't feel I need to. That's going to take about 30 to 40 days. After a month or so you can start to taste it and see if the juice does in fact taste like vinegar. I've put that cloth over the top so the oxygen can get to it, but you're not going to have things falling in it or it getting dirty from outside contamination. And I'm just going to put that in a dark corner or in a cupboard. Be careful that when it starts to ferment and really starts bubbling, you might get some bubbling over, so you can put a cloth or a container underneath it to catch any residue. And that's all there is to it. You're just going to leave that like that. Here's what I've done already, and by January, because we're in middle of November now, by January I'm going to have 2 lovely fresh batches of my own homemade apple cider vinegar. I hope that was helpful. Any questions, ask me in the comments, and let me know how you get on with making your own apple cider vinegar. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I look forward to making more food-based content for you. Thanks for watching.